Welcome back to the channel. Watch the video until the end, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support us. Malaysia is a country located in Southeast Asia that, despite its advanced development and cultural diversity, remains relatively less exposed to global eyes. This country is characterized by the coexistence of a myriad of ethnic groups with a predominance of Malays, Chinese, and Indians. Malays constitute about 50% of the population and are considered the natives of the country, while the Chinese and Indians represent about 23% and 7% of the population, respectively. The historical roots of these ethnic groups can be traced back to the 1400s, with the founding of a Malay sultanate. The arrival of the Portuguese in 1511 marked the beginning of the European exploration era in the region, followed by intense territorial disputes that also involved the Dutch and the British. The British, settling in the 19th century, transformed Malaysia into a colony, a process that lasted until 1957 when the country gained its independence, joining the British Commonwealth. This has influenced its current form of governance. In addition to its rich ethnic and historical tapestry, Malaysia is distinguished by its unique geography, divided into Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia, separated by the South China Sea. Most of the population resides in Peninsular Malaysia, although the country includes over 18,000 islands. With an official population exceeding 32 million inhabitants, Malaysia offers a fascinating combination of cultural diversity, rich history, and geographic peculiarities. Malaysia is strategically located in Asia, divided into two main regions that are geographically distinct: Peninsular Malaysia on the Asian continent and East Malaysia on the island of Borneo, the latter sharing part of its territory with the state of Brunei. The nation is surrounded by countries such as Thailand to the north and Singapore and Indonesia to the south. Both Malaysian regions are blessed with vast coastlines that invite maritime exploration and tourism. Kuala Lumpur, the capital located in Peninsular Malaysia, is the beating heart of the country, where the main administrative and decision-making activities are concentrated. Malaysia practices a system of constitutional monarchy and, similar to neighboring Brunei, has Islam as the predominant religion, with more than half of the population professing the Muslim faith. Despite the influence of Islam, the government system includes aspects of Sharia law, such as polygamy, which, although legal, is practiced by less than 5% of the population. Malaysian society is governed by a series of specific norms and prohibitions that reflect their beliefs and way of life. For example, individuals born into Muslim families can only change religion through a judicial process in Sharia courts, demonstrating the intertwining of faith and law in the country. The coexistence of different religious and cultural practices is visible daily, especially in women's clothing, many of whom choose to wear the veil, reflecting the Islamic influence in the region. However, unlike strictly Islamic countries, Malaysia offers some freedom of clothing without imposing the use of the veil, highlighting a balance between tradition and personal freedom. Religious freedom in Malaysia extends to a certain point, but during the sacred month of Ramadan, all Muslims are expected to practice fasting, emphasizing the importance of faith in the country's daily life. The social structure of Malaysia also reveals an implicit classification among its citizens. Malays, forming the majority of the population, occupy predominant positions in the government. Chinese have a significant role in commerce and industry, while the Indian community is often associated with unskilled jobs and seen as the most vulnerable layer of society. Malaysian cuisine, influenced by proximity to the sea and the abundance of seafood, along with vast forest coverage, offers a unique experience for both the palate and the eyes. Visitors can enjoy the beauty of tropical forests, which are a spectacle in themselves, especially visible when landing at Kuala Lumpur Airport. Malaysia also stands out for its modern infrastructure, especially in transportation. A notable convenience is the ability to travel from the airport to the city center by high-speed train, an effective and economical alternative to expensive airport taxis. This option not only makes life easier for travelers, but also reflects the country's commitment to modernization and accessibility. One of the most useful tools for exploring not only Malaysia, but also other regions of Asia is the Grab application, a transportation service that provides a safe and economical way of traveling, avoiding the often exorbitant fares of street taxis. The efficiency and convenience of Grab exemplify the country's technological development. In addition to technology, Malaysia boasts its high-quality railways and the impeccable organization of its capital, reflecting the absence of urban chaos seen elsewhere. This order contributes to the feeling of safety and calm in exploring the country, where the hospitality and kindness of the people are evident. The nightlife in Malaysia, surprisingly vibrant for an Islamic state, offers establishments that serve alcohol and music, demonstrating a cultural openness that welcomes both locals and visitors. The country's impressive architecture, including palaces and monuments built over the last 2 centuries, enriches the cultural experience. The Malaysian economy, with salaries varying significantly across different professions, reflects economic development and a diversity of opportunities in the country. With a minimum wage that allows for a decent living and the absence of inflation, Malaysia offers a high quality of life, especially for those with a modest monthly budget. In conclusion, Malaysia presents itself as a destination rich in cultural, historical, and geographic diversity, offering a unique experience to its visitors. With its combination of tradition and modernity, Malaysia remains a country of significant interest both regionally and globally.